In the vast fabric of existence, subtle vibrations weave the tapestry of the universe. As modern science reveals to us, every atom, every particle pulses with an energy that echoes beyond the physical realm. In a world where sound is the primal expression of creation, arises the age-old question, in the beginning was the Word. These words echo through the ages, pointing to a profound truth. The Word, the primordial sound, is the very essence of God. Welcome to the Seeds of Mystic Wisdom channel. In the yogic system, we explore the human not just in terms of body and mind, but in 5 dimensions where the physical dissolves into the non-physical. Here, each breath connects us to the vibrations of the universe, from the subtlest to the most palpable, revealing a universal intelligence that permeates all creation. While physicists explore theories of parallel and infinite universes, yogis have long spoken of a continuous expansion of the cosmos, where each cycle of creation echoes the previous one. In this channel, we delve into mystical wisdom that transcends boundaries of time and space, exploring the profound meaning behind existence and human potential. Join us on this journey of discovery, where mystery meets understanding and each insight brings us closer to the fundamental truth that permeates the universe. Don't forget to subscribe to Seeds of Mystic Wisdom, where we explore the depths of spiritual and scientific knowledge. A parallel universe, as defined by the Cambridge Dictionary, is not merely a distant abstraction but a possibility that challenges the boundaries of our conventional understanding. While sharing superficial similarities with our own world, it diverges in deep and mysterious ways. Advanced scientific theories suggest its existence, though tangible evidence remains scarce, perpetuating it as an intriguing enigma. This concept not only challenges entrenched conceptions of beginnings and endings, but also sheds light on an infinite universe, a notion resonating with both ancient philosophies and the forefront of modern physics. The discussion of the possibility of a limitless universe redefines not only our understanding of the cosmos, but also questions our own existence within a broader, limitless framework. The number 84 resonates deeply in our lives, not just as a numerical value, but as a milestone transcending time and everyday perception. Imagine, this isn't the first time you've experienced the number 84. It's the 84th time. Each previous occurrence of this number may have been a distant echo or a whisper that went unnoticed. But now, here it is again, as if weaving an invisible thread through the ages of our existence. Modern science, with its understanding of vibrations as fundamental building blocks of reality, reveals to us that everything from subatomic particles to distant galaxies pulsates in a cosmic symphony. We human beings do not escape this universal music. We are made of vibrations, of sounds that intertwine in complex patterns and hidden harmonies. When we contemplate our own essence, not just as vibrations, but as sounds in the vast chorus of the universe, we are confronted with the profound reflection that every word, every sound we utter, echoes with the resonance of the primordial word. In the beginning, as it is said, was the Word, a sound, a word, a concept that transcends time and space, pointing to the origin of all creation. Just as the Word is God, each of us, in our vibratory essence, carries a spark of this primordial mystery. We are more than mere vibrations. We are manifestations of a vast and infinitely melodic universe, where each number, each word, each sound is a note in the cosmic symphony of which we are all part. If I expressed myself in a language unknown to you, my sounds might seem meaningless, just inarticulate noises to your ears. Without understanding the language, you might question whether I'm actually communicating something meaningful or just making up empty words. It is at this point that the idea of the Word as God gains relevance. It suggests that creation and the Creator are intrinsically interconnected. Looking closely at existence, we realize that trying to separate the Creator from His creation is an impossible task. One does not exist without the other. Creation is not a static event, but a dynamic and continuous process, where each moment is driven by the active participation of the creative source. We ourselves, as conscious beings, are part of this ongoing process. Just like creation, we are not static. We are constantly evolving and interacting with our environment and the universe that surrounds us. The idea of a Big Bang, accepted by the scientific community as the primordial event that gave rise to the universe, stands out not only for its magnitude, but also for its symbolic meaning. Bang implies an abrupt and powerful sound, an audible starting point for all existence. This concept resonates with the understanding that, from the beginning, the universe was shaped by vibrations, by sounds that echo through space and time, marking the rhythm of its expansion and evolution. In India, this conception is poetically transmitted through the figure of Rudra, considered the first and sole god of the region. The name Rudra, which literally means the one who roared, evokes the powerful image of a primal sound echoing through the cosmos. Why is he called thus? Because he symbolizes the beginning of creation, a cosmic roar that marks the initial moment of the universe. While modern scientists refer to this event as a bang, we may contemplate the idea that it wasn't just a sudden burst, but rather a continuous roar, a reverberating sound that persisted for an indefinite time, gradually initiating the process of creation. Within the context of this view, it is observed that according to tradition, creation has already roared 84 times, and will continue to roar more times, possibly up to a total of 112 times. This count suggests not only a series of cosmic cycles, but also a narrative of repetition and renewal, where each roar marks a new beginning within the eternal flow of creation. When the final roar resonates, according to this perspective, there will be no more distinction between beginning and end. Creation will be a continuous and perpetual process, a constant manifestation of the creative energy permeating the universe. Within each of us exists an inner dimension, a sphere where the boundaries between birth and death dissolve. It is in this space that the concept of the future becomes tangible only when consciously accessed. Otherwise, we are destined to karma. Karma, in this context, is more than a distant religious or philosophical concept. It is the tendency to repeat the past as if it were the future. When we allow our past actions to determine our future destiny, we are caught in a repetitive cycle, where each step is a replay of what we have already lived. When we say someone is living their karma, we acknowledge that this person is allowing their past to govern their future, with no room for new possibilities or significant changes. It's like being on a treadmill. It feels like we're moving, but in the end, we remain in the same place. This is the inexorable cycle of karma, where the illusion of progress hides the lack of true evolution. The dimension we are exploring now has two distinct aspects: what has already occurred and what is currently unfolding. When you chant a mantra, you are expressing the desire to break free from this repetitive cycle. This is because once we get caught in a cycle, in a circular path, we end up not moving forward anywhere. When we say someone is going in circles, we are pointing out that this person is trapped in a pattern of behavior or thought that does not result in significant progress. The concept of karma, then, refers to this endless repetition, where each turn in the circle seems like a new journey, but in reality, it is just a disguised repetition. This illusion of novelty arises because our memory is limited. We do not recall what happened before we were born, not even the time we spent in the womb. We are in a state of amnesia regarding our own deep past, which makes each cycle seem like a completely new experience every time we live through it. It's as if we are in a state of collective dementia, unable to recognize the true nature of the cycle we are immersed in. Each cell of your body is more than just a vessel of matter. It carries with it a deep memory, a genetic legacy that traces back to your ancestors. Modern science confirms that we inherit not only physical traits but also behavioral and emotional predispositions from our ancestors. This ancestral connection provides us with a sense of identity and belonging, strengthening the integrity and stability of our present being. However, this same ancestral memory can be an anchor that ties us to the past, preventing us from fully advancing into our potential. To progress, it is essential to learn to consciously and transformatively utilize this memory, rather than being dominated by it. Memory is not our enemy. It is essential to our structure and physical maintenance, from the origins of unicellular life to the complexity of our current form. Through spiritual practice, or sadhana, we seek to transcend the limits imposed by conditioned memory integrating it consciously into our personal growth. We aim not only to free ourselves from the shackles of the past, but also to use this rich source of accumulated experience to evolve and expand our consciousness. Thus, memory does not hold us back. Instead, it empowers us to become conscious agents of our own spiritual and evolutionary journey. Desiring a future distinct from your past does not imply forgetting your experiences completely. Instead, it is about freeing yourself from the bonds of a memory that dominates your life. This memory is not confined to the mind alone. It permeates every cell of your body, influencing not only your thoughts, but also your emotional and even physical reactions. The universe, with its immeasurable vastness, is not merely the stage where life on Earth unfolds, but also an endless source of mystery and inspiration. Modern science shows us that fundamental chemical elements for life, such as carbon, oxygen, and nitrogen, are not exclusive to our planet. They are found abundantly throughout the cosmos. This discovery suggests not only a common origin for life's building blocks, but also a profound interconnection between all beings and the universe we inhabit. In the yogic view, this connection extends beyond mere physical composition. It is seen as an expression of the fundamental unity among all things, a manifestation of the cosmic consciousness that permeates the universe. Yogis explore how we can tune into this universal consciousness through spiritual practice, seeking not only to understand, but also to directly experience our interdependence with the cosmos. This perspective invites us to transcend the boundaries of conventional perception and contemplate our existence not just as isolated individuals, but as part of a larger, interconnected whole. In the yogic system, the understanding of the human being is structured into 5 dimensions, each representing a fundamental layer of existence. The first dimension is the physical body, known as the food body, which sustains our material and physical manifestation in this world. It is through this body that we experience sensory reality and interact with the physical environment around us. The second layer is the mental body, where we attribute intelligence and consciousness to every cell of our being. Here, the mind operates as a filter through which we perceive, interpret, and respond to the world. It is the center of our emotions, thoughts, and reasoning, forming the basis of our psychological identity. The third layer is the energy body, where the vital energy flows that support the functioning of the physical and mental body are manifested. It is in this dimension that yogis focus their breathing practices and energy techniques, seeking to balance and harmonize the energy channels known as nadis. The fourth layer is known as Vijnanamaya Kosha, where Vijnana originates from Vishesh Gyan, meaning extraordinary knowledge or insight beyond the limits of the 5 physical senses. Here, perception transcends the ordinary, allowing for a deep, intuitive understanding that cannot be captured by the rational mind alone. Finally, the 5th dimension is a transitional state where the physical begins to dissolve into non-physical nature. It is a state of transition where consciousness expands beyond the limits of the physical body, connecting with cosmic or universal consciousness. In this state, the distinction between the individual self and the universe dissipates, providing an experience of unity and transcendence. These 5 dimensions represent a holistic and integrated view of the human being in the yogic system, highlighting not only the complexity of human existence, but also the deep interconnection between body, mind, energy, and consciousness. The 5th dimension, known as Anandamaya Kosha, is a transcendental sphere that literally translates as the body of bliss. However, unlike a simple internal bliss bubble, this dimension is purely non-physical in nature. This characteristic makes it challenging to define or describe it with conventional words or physical concepts. Entering this dimension is a deeply mystical and spiritual process, as it involves transcending the limitations of physical experience and delving into a state of pure and expansive consciousness. In this state, the non-physical nature of Anandamaya Kosha reveals itself in ways that are highly personal and subjective, varying according to the depth of the individual's connection and involvement with this sphere of bliss. For yogis and mystics, exploring Anandamaya Kosha is not just about seeking superficial pleasure or happiness, but rather about achieving a state of deep spiritual fulfillment, where the very essence of existence is perceived as an expression of joy and fulfillment. It is the culmination of an inner journey towards understanding one's own divine nature and connection with the cosmos. In our daily experience, a typical human being breathes between 12 and 15 times per minute, an activity that is closely linked to the fluctuations of the mind and body. Breathing is not just a physical process, but a fundamental link between our mental state and our perception of the world around us. According to the yogic system, correct practice can lead to a state where breathing naturally slows to less than 11 cycles per minute. At this stage, we begin to perceive an expanded range of vibrations that were not so noticeable before, including the subsonic sounds used by animals for communication. These vibrations become distinct and evident, revealing a deeper sensory layer of reality. If we can reduce our breathing to less than 9 cycles per minute without conscious effort, our perception expands even further. We begin to discern the subtle emissions of plants and better understand the complex interactions of plant life. This knowledge becomes clear and accessible, opening a window to understanding the natural dynamics that sustain our environment. In the most advanced stage, when breathing drops below 6 cycles per minute, a new dimension reveals itself. We perceive the vibrations and resonances of inanimate forms around us. Every object, every inanimate entity emits its own characteristic frequencies and sounds, which are now clearly discernible to us. This means that we can begin to decipher the language of inanimates, understanding not only their physical form, but also their essence, their present state, their evolutionary history and past transformations. This state of expanded consciousness not only connects us more deeply with the universe around us, but also allows us to appreciate the complexity and intrinsic harmony of all forms of life and matter. It is through this heightened perception that practitioners of yoga and mysticism can achieve a deeper understanding of universal nature and their role within it. Breathing is much more than a simple physiological act. It is the essential link between our physical existence and our deepest consciousness. When we are at rest and calm, our breathing naturally slows down. This phenomenon reflects not only a state of physical calm, but also a mental and emotional one. As our body quiets, the mind's fluctuations subside, allowing our perception to broaden and become more acute. In this state of serenity without hyperactivity, we are able to access an expanded consciousness, where the subtle details of our surroundings become more noticeable. Each deep breath connects us more intimately with the present, allowing us to more fully absorb and understand the richness and complexity of the present moment. It is in this space of inner tranquility that we can experience a sense of oneness with the universe, transcending everyday concerns and immersing ourselves in a state of clarity and heightened awareness. It has always been recognized in spiritual traditions that true intelligence lies in absolute serenity. While the world around us often values activity and incessant action, we understand that this constant search for movement can, in some ways, dilute the depth of our intelligence. Those who achieve a state of deep inner peace are seen as the true possessors of the highest form of intelligence. In the wisdom of Eastern mystical traditions, the primordial source of creation is often celebrated as this supreme intelligence. When we observe nature and the cosmos, we can discern patterns of intelligence in every aspect of the universe, from the harmonious functioning of ecosystems to the complexity of the physical laws that govern the universe. If we considered God as pure intelligence, we could argue that we would be living in a more logical world aligned with these principles. This is my personal vision and the message I try to share with others. Recognizing that the source of all creation is permeated by a primordial and universal intelligence. By internalizing this understanding, we are inspired to cultivate and express this quality in our own lives, seeking the inner calm and mental clarity that connects us to the ultimate source of existence. The world we live in is a mosaic of complexities and profound mysteries, an intricate web of events and phenomena that defy our complete understanding. However, this lack of full understanding does not stop us from exploring and reflecting on what we encounter on our daily journey. As we contemplate and investigate, we gradually uncover the secrets that the universe silently tries to reveal to us, revealing layers of meaning and subtle connections that link us to the cosmos. If you've made it this far, I'd like to express my gratitude for following along on this journey of exploration and discovery. Don't forget to support our work by liking and subscribing to our channel, Seeds of Mystic Wisdom, for more in-depth content like this. We appreciate your support and encourage you to share your thoughts and comments on the video, as your contribution is critical to enriching our community of learning and reflection. Thank you for watching and for being part of this journey of expanding consciousness and knowledge.